You might not realize it, but every single decision you make today could shape the rest of your life. That can either be an empowering or terrifying thought, depending on how you're living right now. The truth is, it's easy to drift through life without thinking about the consequences of your actions. But when you take a step back and really look at the choices you're making, you start to see just how much power you hold over your future. The scary part? It's also easy to ruin your life without even knowing you're doing it. Let's get real for a minute. How many times have you put something off because you told yourself you'd do it later? How many days have you wasted scrolling through your phone, watching TV, or doing things that don't actually matter? How often have you let fear or laziness stop you from chasing your dreams? If you keep telling yourself there's plenty of time to figure it out, one day you'll wake up and realize that time has passed you by. You'll wonder where it all went, and you'll wish you had done things differently. Life doesn't give you a warning when you're about to mess things up. The bad decisions seem small at first, but they add up. Skipping one workout turns into a month of not exercising. Procrastinating on one project leads to a habit of putting things off until nothing gets done. Hanging around the wrong crowd once in a while turns into getting influenced by people who drag you down. Before you know it, you've set yourself back, and it's hard to undo the damage. The habits you build today, good or bad, will stay with you for years. They will shape the person you become, and they will determine the life you end up living. That's why it's so important to start being intentional with your choices. You've got to take control of your life before it takes control of you. If you don't, you'll find yourself stuck in situations you never wanted to be in, wondering how you got there. It's easy to think, that won't happen to me. But the truth is, none of us are immune to bad decisions. We all have moments where we let things slide, where we choose the easy way out instead of the right one. It's those moments that can snowball into bigger problems. That one time you gave in to temptation or chose comfort over challenge. It might seem harmless in the moment, but those moments have a way of building up until you find yourself far from where you wanted to be. You have to ask yourself, what do you really want out of life? Are your current actions leading you closer to that, or are they pulling you further away? It's easy to get caught up in the day-to-day distractions and forget what really matters. But when you stop and think about it, your life is too valuable to waste on things that don't bring you closer to your goals. Every day is an opportunity to either improve your life or sabotage it, and the choice is entirely yours. Imagine what your future self would say to you right now. Would they thank you for the sacrifices you made and the hard work you put in? Or would they be filled with regret, wishing you had made better choices when you had the chance? The worst thing you can do is wake up one day and realize you've wasted years of your life on things that didn't matter, chasing short-term pleasure or avoiding discomfort. You don't have to ruin your life to learn this lesson. You can choose right now to take a different path, to be more mindful of your decisions and how they affect your future. It doesn't matter where you're starting from. What matters is that you recognize that every choice counts. No one wakes up one day and decides to ruin their life. It happens slowly, over time, through a series of seemingly small choices. But those small choices lead to big consequences. If you're in a place where you feel like you've already made mistakes, don't give up. You're not beyond saving. No one is. The first step to turning things around is acknowledging where you went wrong. Once you do that, you can start making better choices. You can take control of your life and steer it in the direction you want to go. It's not easy, and it won't happen overnight, but it's worth it. Every step you take toward becoming the person you want to be is a step toward living the life you truly want. One of the biggest traps people fall into is thinking that their current situation is permanent, but it's not. You are never stuck unless you choose to stay stuck. Life will give you chances to change, but you have to be willing to take them. You have to be willing to do the hard work, to make the tough choices, and to push through the discomfort. If you keep waiting for the right time, or for things to get easier, you'll be waiting forever. The right time is now, and the more you put off making the changes you need, the harder it will be to get out of the hole you've dug. It's time to stop living on autopilot. Stop letting your bad habits, your fears, or other people dictate your life. You have the power to take control, to make better decisions, and to build the life you want. Don't let the ease of staying comfortable today ruin the potential of tomorrow. Your future is shaped by what you do now, and that future is coming whether you're ready or not. So how do you avoid ruining your life? You start by becoming aware of the habits that are holding you back, aware of the people in your life who may be dragging you down, aware of the choices you're making every day, even the small ones, and how they're affecting your long-term happiness. You stop making excuses and start taking responsibility for where you are and where you want to be. The truth is, we all have the potential to mess up our lives, just like we all have the potential to make them amazing. The difference lies in what we choose to do with the time we have. It's not about being perfect. It's about being intentional. It's about choosing progress over perfection and knowing that each day is an opportunity to do better. The only way you truly ruin your life is by giving up, by believing that you're stuck or that it's too late to change. But you're not stuck. And it's never too late to turn things around. The moment you decide to start making better choices, everything begins to shift. It might not be noticeable right away, but over time, those small changes will add up, and you'll see just how much power you have over your own life. You don't have to wait for some big wake-up call or hit rock bottom to make a change. You can start right now, where you are, with what you have. Don't let your life pass you by while you're waiting for the perfect moment to start living it. Don't look back with regret, wishing you had done things differently. Start making better choices today. Stop sabotaging yourself with bad habits, negative thinking, and procrastination. Your future self is depending on you to make the right decisions now. So take control of your life, because no one else will do it for you.